This is a story of my experiences and growth as a teacher. During my senior year at UCSD, I knew I wanted to be a teacher but was unsure of the path I wanted to take. With a helpful nudge, I applied for UCSD's program and thankfully was accepted. After completing the EDS minor, I was excited to begin student teaching and was ready for a tough, surprising, and rewarding year. As I was reflecting on my student teaching experience, I thought back to an art project from Methods where I threw a pot on the potter's wheel as a way to represent my teaching philosophies. My growth over this last year is symbolized by the formation and growth of a clay pot. My year as a student teacher began by building up a foundation through Methods classes. Just as raw clay must be grounded and centered, my teaching philosophies needed to be developed and solidified. With the knowledge and support of experts from EDS as well as my master teacher, I began to see the type of teacher I aspire to be. As a pot starts to take more shape, the most risky part follows, opening up the pot. This process requires the structure of the pot to be vulnerable as the center is broken into and the walls are built. I found myself taking the same risks as I began teaching more lessons and units in my student teaching placement. Without taking risks, I cannot progress as a teacher, and without taking risks, a pot cannot form. As my student teaching placement continued, I started taking on more responsibility and began to see myself in the role of the classroom teacher. Just as a pot continues to open up and the shape of the walls form, I continue to take risks and challenge myself past what I thought was possible. When the walls of a pot take shape, they need continuous support, both from the inside and outside. I found with the challenges of student teaching, such as PACT, I needed that same support. I looked to my cooperating teacher, my supervisors, family, and friends for guidance and balance in my life. In harmony with their support, my students brought such joy to my life and reaffirmed why I was in this program. I couldn't imagine leaving them and was heartbroken when the day finally came. As my first student teaching placement ended and I began my new placement, I saw myself as a different teacher. My teacher identity continued to form, and I found a new confidence in the skills and abilities I had developed. Just as the clay begins to actually look like a pot, I began to actually feel like a teacher. I knew what management styles worked for me. I knew what approaches I wanted to take in teaching content areas, and I knew teaching was my passion. Once a pot looks almost complete, there are many small adjustments to make. While fine-tuning the shape and structure of a pot, there are many helpful tools and a variety of techniques to use. I found my second student teaching placement to be very similar. While I could teach a variety of subjects, I needed to focus my methods and fine-tune my teaching techniques. I looked to many resources, ATM being one of my favorites, to look past the standard methods of teaching and challenge myself to be a better teacher. I used many tools, my supervisor, cooperating teacher, my old cooperating teacher, my classmates, and professors. Their knowledge and feedback gave me that extra nudge to challenge myself, be reflective, and bring about change. Reflecting on this year showed me so much about myself as a teacher and a person. While there were times where I thought the stress level was almost unbearable, or times where I thought I would never sleep again, it was always worth it. The joy of seeing my students learn and grow so much over a short period of time was so rewarding. My classmates provided me with an incredible amount of support, and my friends and family kept me balanced. Through hard work, patience, and strength, raw clay can take the structure of a ceramic pot. Through hard work, patience, and strength over this past year, I was able to grow into the teacher and person I am today.